Alright, welcome back everybody. My name is Atris, and today we're playing Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today we're playing against a zerg player named Dudley on Dusk Towers. And today we're going to go for a kind of a, not a strange build, but just sort of a hodgepodge kind of a game. You know, decisions get changed with scouting and that. Planning on going Stalker, Immortal, sort of a build today, and just going to see what I need to change as far as what I scout. First things first, it's kind of the same every time. It's 14 pylon, 16 gateway, and then a 17 nexus. Going to go straight away to go over here and see what he's got. Want to see if he's got a third, if he's got a only he's got a natural. See if he's going to go 2 gases. See if he's going fast lane speed, all that good stuff. So number 17 is going over here. He's going to make my my nexus, and I'm going to move my mouse right there. So again, going to kind of go with the flow on this match and see what I need to make to guarantee the win, or at least put me in a good position. So it's going to be an 18 cybernetics core, and then it's going to be double gas, and then straight away into the gas. I do see that he hasn't taken gas yet. He has put his natural down, and he hasn't finished the spawning pool. So I'm going to be running back and kind of seeing what he's got going on as far as whether he's going spawning pool, if he's already sort of doing the zergling speed. He hasn't quite got it up. He does now. I clicked on it, and obviously I can't see the actions that he does, but I do see that it's not working right now. So he does not have it. Doesn't have it working yet. So I'm in no rush really, and so with that being said, I'm planning on going stalkers. I do see that he dropped something else. I'm thinking it's probably a spine crawler or something like that. I do see it's a roach worm. So having seen that, I know that my opponent is not going Spire very quickly anyway. So he might transition into Spire, but he's not going to go. He's not going Mutalisks straight away. So that makes me think, okay, well I'll definitely go Stalker Immortal, and maybe throw in a couple of Archons, maybe some DTs. Who knows? That sounded weird. Who knows? There we go. My mothership core is coming out. Apparently he's just going to let me keep my probe in there. I am going to check to see if he's got a third. I'm also going to check down there, check and see some stuff. I do see that he still doesn't have his third, which is fine for me. And mothership core just came out. Going to pop a couple of pylons down, drop my Twilight Council down.
Your probes are under attack.
And again, like I said, planning on going DTs or High Templar, Archons, that kind of a thing. A couple of Stalkers coming out. I want to make sure that he doesn't scout everything that I do, even though he let me scout him. Fair's fair, I guess. But dropping double assimilators in my natural. And he's going pretty quick roaches, as you can see from the production tab over there. And I am expecting a roach ravager push about 5.5 minutes, 6 minutes, something like that. Anyway, I am dropping a robotics facility. I do want sight on the map, and I do want a couple of immortals. I am dropping also a forge so that I can get upgrades, and I was going to do charge. That's why I'm sitting here. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to do charge or if I'm going to do blink. I do decide to go with charge, and I think actually that I changed my mind and go blink, but I can't remember. I'm going to drop a couple of more gateways and another couple of pylons. A warp gate's just about done. Robotics facility is done. I'm going to drop out 2. There we go. Yeah, I changed it right there. Or no, I don't. I guess not. Anyway, I'm going to drop out 2 observers and then get an immortal out. 2 more gateways. So all in all, I'll have, I think, 3, 4, 5, 6 gateways. 6 gateways, I believe. Excuse me. Warp gate is finished, and I've just decided to not change them to warp gate yet for whatever reason. 5 minutes in, still don't see anything. I'm going to go over, see if he's got a third. If he does, I'm going to expand, and I want to, I'm thinking about pushing a wee bit. I did go ahead and stick with charge. I've got some zealots coming out, but I do see that I am sort of stockpiling a few minerals and that, so I'm going to transition into Archons in a wee bit. First Immortals coming out, queuing up another one, and finally changing all of these to warp gates. A couple more gateways, and all in all, I think I'll have 8 gateways. And I am also starting Blink. Behind that, I'm checking. I do see on the minimap that it does have a third. Finally, well, I don't finally have this fully saturated. I never did get it fully saturated, which is a problem. See, he's got a bunch of roaches. Still not too worried about it. I do see, he's doing exactly what I expected. So the charge lot Archon with Stalker support is going to do just fine. Observer's going to just fly around a wee bit, see what's going on. Again, he's making those roaches. Nothing to worry about so far that I'm aware of. And just sort of prepping, getting ready. I do want to defend this attack and then go for the counter attack. I'm going to get my third base now, here in just a wee minute. Setting up a couple of pylons for photon overcharge when he does inevitably attack. I do see that he's stepping down off of his ramp, which means he's about to show up. And again, just getting my defenses ready. I'm also getting a warp prism. I've decided that I'm going to go DTs as well, maybe in the backfield. I didn't see any what are they called? Spore crawlers. I didn't see any in any of his 3 bases when I scouted. I probably should do another round of scouting. I didn't, but I should have. That way I could guarantee whether he does or not. He is poking about. Unfortunately, I'm going to take this warp prism. I'm going to take it around. I'm going to warp in a couple of DTs as soon as I can. I'm going to drop my Dark Shrine. Obviously, I have to have that before I can do anything. +1 is done, and +1 armor is going to finish up. I should have made 2 forges. Again, didn't, but it's just the way it goes, I guess. Templar archives are coming down now, so that I can get some high Templar and DTs, just to be able to spend my excess Vespene gas, because you can see I'm pushing about 800, and I can't even make enough stalkers to knock that Vespene out. Do you see? I saw on the mini map that he's moved out, so I'm going to take my observer, going to put him down at the bottom of my ramp just to sort of see what he's got going on. I'm going to put these guys behind or in and around my my pylons, so that when he does engage, I can just photon overcharge 2 or 3 of them and just wipe him out. This is sort of the waiting game, and wasn't paying attention, and I did lose a fair few guys. Wasted 2 photon overcharges as well, unfortunately, and now he's got a good amount of roaches on me for sure. And I'm going to be dropping a couple more pylons again for defense. I'm just checking around, just seeing, watching my mini map as I'm doing this. I'm going to drop 4 DTs. I'm going to put them in. I'm going to take him up to his natural.
From the shadows I come.
Again, still waiting. I do see corruptors, which means, okay, well, he's definitely got a spider now. But I do see those corruptors. He's either wanting to snipe, or he's just making sure that I don't transition into air. So then he can either go into, say, brood lords or lurkers or something like that. Get that ground superiority with the air deterrent already in the sky. Because with corruptors, there's really not much chance of me going anything, because I don't have the economy behind me to make 6 or 7 carriers or tempests or whatever at one shot, which is what I would need. Do you see again? He doesn't have any sort of sight or anything like that, no spore crawlers. And while I'm doing this, he's attacking me right now. So I'm going to kill his queen, and I'm going to snipe his base down. And then I'm going to go back to watching the main fight. And I don't know why I clicked way over there. But I am getting hit pretty hard. Mothership core, photon overcharging a couple of them. Archons just standing around doing nothing. Charge lots are really pushing away, doing a real good job of holding them back, and finally pushing the roaches away. While my DTs are just causing havoc in this main base. And really, I should be warping in back there. I don't know where those guys are going, but I either should have killed all of his drones or gone after his hive. I do see that his spire, he's changing it to a greater spire, which means broodlords, which means I want to kill it as soon as possible. But my DTs do get taken out, and my warp prism does get taken out because I completely forget about it. I don't know why. But at the same time, you know, I've got a good amount of sight. I know for a fact that he's not got any more bases. He's at least down one, and I was kind of hoping that I'd knock that hive out. No such luck, I guess. But I'm going to go down here, going to try and warp in, but, you know, he knows what's going on now, so no such luck. Warped in 2 DTs and instantly killed. No big deal, I guess, but I'm definitely going to deny him that 4th, which turns out he doesn't have, which is good for me. And you can see that our army count is pretty comparable, but I've got a very strong army with +2 attack, +1 armor, 4 Archons, an Immortal, and just going to continue warping in those Stalkers. I've definitely got him sort of cornered, I guess you could say. He did take out my sight there, which I'm afraid means lurkers, so I definitely want to push him back. So we're going to engage here. We're just going to sort of, you know, let things run. I do have Blink, which probably should have used a wee bit better, but I'm pretty confident in my abilities. You know, those corruptors mean absolutely nothing. Those roaches are spread too far out to even, you know, do too much damage to any one stalker. But at the same time, my stalkers are all bunched up, able to do a lot of damage to single targets. And I've got 6 of them standing around doing nothing. So I take that engagement pretty well. I did lose a lot of stuff, but the engagement nonetheless definitely went in my favor, and my opponent quits. So having that scouting, having that lucky scout sitting in the base watching me make that roach horn really made me able to know exactly what to do to sort of counter it and defend myself properly. If I had gone Sky, he definitely would have been able to overrun me with the amount of roaches that he had. So me being able to scout and regularly scout really, again, saved my life on this game. And I'm definitely trying a lot harder to scout more often and to see exactly what I'm looking at. I am working again on that, on a sort of a guide, and again, I'm definitely not the best player on the planet. I'm not even in the Masters League, so you know, take it for what it's worth, I guess. But you know, I'll just tell you, give you a wee bit of a guide as far as what you're looking for and what it means when you see what you see. So, having said that, I will have a build order down below. If you like it, click that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta.